Hey, all Brian here. So we're here again at Patrician 3. Now, what do you do when you first start a game? Well, what I do is, see, I got these two ships. I got Mary's Dragon and Flying Chicken. Okay? What I always do, first I save the game. Then I go to every single town with my ships, fast forward, and try to find where all the captains are. Now, you go to the taverns in every city, and you click on the tavern. If you see captain, you click on that, and then it brings up the captain. Now this guy here you can hire. So you hire captain, and every captain has four stats you need to pay attention to. The first one is how well he trades. These go from 0 to 5, 5 being the best. And at 5%, and at a level 5, he sells goods for 10% higher, and he buys goods for 10% lower. Then the next one is sailing. This is how fast and how maneuverable your ship is. And the third one is how well they fire cannons, how far it can go, how accurate, and how much damage it does when it hits. So ideally, you want 5, 5, 5. And then, of course, he demands $30 as daily wage, or 30 doubloons. So, but right now, I'm not worried about hiring him. So, you want to find out where all the captains are. And this is one of the reasons why I always say you need a lot of scratch paper, because you need to go, you take one guy, and you go west. You take another guy, and you go east, and then you hit F12, which speeds it up. And as soon as one ports, then you check that one. No captain. You go back out. You go to the next town, and then you just do this to every single town until you know where all the captains are. Now, the ones that you want the most, like this one here, see, the captain back in my home city of Lubbock, it has 343. That's actually a very good starting. Usually, since 15 is the max points you can have, 5, 5, and 5, I like anything above 7 total, with mainly speed, maneuverability, and commerce. Because commerce, obviously, you want to sell and trade the best. And so what you do is you go through all the cities, and you find the ones that have the best numbers for you. Then you reload your game, and then you go and you get those. Okay, so like, I'll just do this for an example. I will load my save game for this game. Then I will hire the captain on the Mary's Dragon. Okay. Then you'll get a message saying that the captain was just hired. Now, then you can take this guy, and you can start doing tradings. You can set up an auto trade. But what I always use first and foremost, number one thing, is for pirating. So I will first of all, I want to rename. See, Mary's Dragon. See the star right here? That shows the captains there. Then if you hit this, it shows the captain. It shows how many crew members, minimum and max, how much it costs per week for everybody, and the current captain's stats. Then you can dismiss your captain. And if you're out in the main ocean, away from everybody, you can turn into a pirate. Now, whenever I do pirates, I always change the ship's name, Mary's Dragon. I can't type for some reason. Pirate 1. Now I know. Now, if you're going to go pirating, you have got to have max people. So you do that. I can only get 16, but that's okay. I don't need more. Now, you go to ship's weapons and you buy cutlasses. You need a couple. Then once you've bought them, you go back to your ship, Pirate 1, over here, weapons, transfer those 4. This way, when you do ship-to-ship combat, you'll have a little bit. And as you progress, you will do more. Now, when I'm ready to pirating, you take the ship and you bring it out to here. But it's got to be where there's no other ship. And then basically you change it to pirate and you start pirating. And I'll get into that in another video. But that's what I always do. First off, you save the game. Then you go to every city around the map and find where your captains are. Then you send your 2 ships out to get the best one possible. Turn them into pirates and just start taking these little guys. And then after that, well, we'll go to the next step in a minute. Now, if you're interested in helping me on this channel, please like the video, comment. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. Subscribe, can always use more subscribers. Also, another way to help me out, check out this short video at the end of this one that's tacked on to the end. I'm an author and I'm giving away a free book, and it just talks about it. If you're into epic fantasy, role-playing, gods, armies, check it out. Anyway, I hope you enjoy Patrician 3, and let me know how it goes for you. Okay, so this is the book I was referring to in the video. The Unsuspecting Mage is the first book of my epic fantasy series, the Morsai Saga. The Morsai Saga itself is 7 books long. I'm giving this one away for free. Just follow the link in the description, and you can download it from Amazon. If you're international Amazons, some of them are free, some are not. I'm working on that. They flow back and forth. Anyway, it's all about a high school student who goes for a job. Want to be a mage? Then do we have the job for you? Sounded great for a veteran role player. When on-the-job training entailed battling demons, learning magic through trial and error, and living in a world without toilet paper, things could get rough. But to be dropped in the middle of a forest and having to do it on your own with no instruction, welcome to James's world. The picture, this is James, and he just entered the forest, and that happens at the end of the first chapter. So there's not a great amount of build-up. The book itself is about an RPGer who goes into another world, has to learn magic, and uses experience from his own RPG time and reading books to help him thrive. So if you're interested, give it a follow the link in the description, download it. That would help me out an awful lot, and I'd appreciate it. And who knows, you might find yourself a new series. You all take care, and I hope you enjoy it.